So in the second video about making charts using Excel from SPSS output, I'm going to be looking at an example from the second part of the report. So in the second part of the report, I've asked you to look at the different experiences of students living in the parental home compared to those who are not. And if you remember, there's a series of look-at style questions that you can use to explore these experiences. I've looked at how we can recode these look-at style questions into binary variables and run crosstabs. So I've got the example that I've looked at earlier, which is looking at the relationship between making friends easily. So I've got my recoded variable of that look-at style question, which is recoded into two categories: those who either agree or strongly agree, or those who disagree or are neutral, and how that's cross-tabulated with living with parents. If you remember, there's a strong statistical relationship here with students who are living at home more likely to disagree or have a neutral response. And it's that relationship that I want to show in the graphs. And this time, when we're looking at the experiences of students living in the parental home compared to those who are not, it's more intuitive in the way that I've set up this cost tabulation to choose the column percentages. So just to remind you what the column percentages are going to be showing us. So the column percentage is living with is looking at the percentage within the column categories. So our first column percentage living is showing for those who do not live with parents, those who agree with that statement. And the second column percentage, which is the 15.5 here, shows of those who are not living with parents, those who disagree with that statement. And in the second column of column percentages, so we're looking at just those who live with parents, we're looking at the percentage who agree with the making friends question and the percentage who either disagree or have a neutral response. And in this example, it is more intuitive to be looking at these column percentages. So it's these four numbers that we want to extract into our Excel spreadsheet. So here I've opened an Excel spreadsheet and I've already inputted the column percentages. So I've copied the table, I've manually inputted and I've copied those numbers only. You can see that this time we have column percentages in our table because it's the columns that are going to add up to 100%. So 84.5 and 15.5 is going to add up to 100%. So this time the graph function is going to be a little bit quicker. So I'm going to select my table again, go to Insert, go to Graphs. Again, choose a simple bar chart, just choose a simple 2D bar chart. And this time, my rows and columns are the right way round because Excel, by default, is going to read these as column percentages. So if you remember, I'm looking at the percentage distribution within living at home or not of those who agree making friends easily and those who disagree. And here you can see that this time the chart is nested the correct way round. So these are the students who are not living with parents, and we can see that this is the percentage who agree that they're making friends easily, and this is the percentage who either disagree or have a neutral response. And this side of the chart is looking at the same distribution for students who live with parents. So here I've added my chart title, and this is the chart is showing the percentage distribution of making friends easily within not living with parents, and we can see that is what the graph is showing. So again, I can copy that graph, paste it into my Word document, and again remember at the bottom to include the total number of cases and also the information about the chi-squared statistic.